All right, so we are doing a driving video at Liberty's campus. So I'm starting from, now look, my kids don't even go to Liberty, but I just thought I'd capture a little bit of this so parents who are coming, they can see the campus. I'm sitting right now at the hotel at Fairfield. If you do come to visit Liberty, I recommend staying at the Fairfield. They had, not a plug, not sponsored, but the room, I don't know if you've looked at my two, at this time I only have 2 reviews, but hotel stay, and I wipe everything down and everything, and I look very, very clean. I was extremely impressed. Actually, maybe the best hotel stayed in since the lockdown thing. So anyway, I recommend staying at the Fairfield. Anyway, so that's where we're gonna start. And again, I'm not a Liberty parent. I don't know a lot about Liberty as far as the map is concerned and the driving and all that. So what I'm gonna do is just drive through the campus, get stuck a couple times, get turned around, all that, because there's a weave. They've added buildings and buildings and buildings over the years, and it's a lot more difficult to get through than it used to be. So with that, I am going to turn the camera around and have you all see. I better go I'll go this way and have you all see the pathway that I take. I don't know why this person is going to sit there. All right, so this is the Fairfield. Now I'll just go around. I wasn't going to go around, but I will. So this weekend there was a sport event. So the swim team, I think it was, or some team was here, and they stayed in this hotel. And one thing I will say about the campus, there's going to be a video on the way home about 4 or 5 o'clock today, so that you guys can see the return video and hear from my son what he thought about the campus. All right, so this is basically the back door or the bridge. On the left, we just left the hotel. On the left, this is the adoption center, crisis pregnancy center, as well as where parents stay or grandparents can stay and take care of kids. Right here that we just passed where the bus was pulling out, or the shuttle was pulling out, is called East Campus. Right there is Doc's Diner. Straight ahead, there's another whole set of there was the garage and an indoor heated pool with the rest of the East Campus. So basically, this is the shortcut bridge, and you come in this way, and they have 2 roundabouts right here. And this is the main trajectory for parents who are coming here for college for a weekend. You basically come in here, and as you see, the signs are all lit up for college for a weekend. All right, so you're supposed to yield to me. Thank you. Some people don't know how to do roundabouts, but that's okay. To our right is one of the other dorms. I forgot which one this was called. I don't remember. To the left is the college for a weekend parking. Well, it's not really called that, but that's where they want us to park. Then again, on our left over here is the School of Business. On our right, this is basically the hub. You can't drive through here, but this is where straight ahead, with those white tents due to COVID, is the dining hall. They call it ROT. Someone said it's because the food is rotten, and it really isn't. I actually enjoyed eating there this weekend. But then, so that's the dining hall, and this isn't going to be able to be a tour of all the buildings. Straight in front, right here, that we're looking at now is called DeMoss, and that's where I parked this weekend. After 4 o'clock, you can park in DeMoss, that parking, and then that's, to me, that's more of a central place to park. Hello, man. So again, the red lot. Oh, I guess they're getting ready for a game. Ha! So that's what they're doing. They're getting ready for a game today, softball game. And so anyway, over there is DeMoss, and then right here is the School of Business, as I showed you. But this is also a parking lot. These are reserved for R1 during the week, so it's 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. You have to have an R1 parking pass to park there. I did get a warning this weekend for parking. Anyway, so that on the right was DeMoss, and now we're coming up to their basketball center, etc. Basketball, indoor sports. I guess there's some sort of game today. Yeah, event staff, continental breakfast, and then on the right now is Vines. You already missed it. I went too fast. Now straight ahead is called the Commons. And the Commons are the dorm that is co-ed on each floor. I'll just circle in here just for a second so you can see it. On the right hand side, they have a Dunkin' Donuts and a Baskin Robbins. So if you want to gain that weight, there you go. But this is the Commons. There's several of them. And this is the standard dormitory where a lot of the people like to stay. A lot of the newer students are staying. It's not the cheapest. Okay, what are we doing here, bud? All right, well, I'm just going to keep going. Bless the Lord. All right, so as you continue around that outside of campus, so right ahead, don't do this because I did this. That's the highway. You don't want to get on the highway because now you're off campus. So right here in front of us is the marching band field. All this wonderful parking lot. The big thing up on the hill that you just saw barely was the School of Medicine. We learned that they were given $20 million or something to start that by a tobacco company. Also across that street would be the which field is that? The lacrosse field. So these dorms over here, this is called the Circle. I just kind of drove past it, but this is called the Circle. And then I'm going to turn here and show you the South Tower. This is the South Tower that I'm facing right now. Today's a Saturday, so there's not much going on. Like I said, there's some sort of game or something coming today. But that's the South Tower. And again, we're back here where it's called the Circle. What I didn't find was the hill. I'd like to find the hill. Thank you, Mr. Rav4, for letting me go by. There's the shopping center. You can see just barely right there. There's the Walmart, Target, PetSmart, Sam's Club. It's been there forever. I went there a couple times when my sister-in-law attended Liberty. All right, so you got all this going on. These buildings. This is the back of the Commons, and then coming up, you'll see that the tower to your right is the theology, and now we're across from the Vine Center. Yeah, see, it says Vine's entrance that way, but it looks like it's for authorized vehicles only, is what it says. Oh, there's the pond. So again, this is this side of campus. What you didn't see, what I didn't drive you is, I think it's 20 miles down or 2 miles. I forgot how many miles. Down that way is the airport back behind us. This is the Center for Worship and Arts. I'm going to be coming here today for a concert at 3 o'clock. This is the back side of that dining hall that they call Rot. Here's another parking garage. Inside of that DeMoss building, the big building with a parking lot that said Red Lot, that is called the DeMoss building. And that building is basically a facade for the front end. The student center is the front face of the DeMoss building. All right, so up there's the Liberty Stadium. To our left is the soccer field, brand new soccer field installed in 2021, I believe. I think it was just installed. So on the right, what we just showed you was all the different buildings and everything. You see the Hancock Center to the right with the dome? That's called I just said it, Hancock Center. That's where you would first go, as it's the Welcome Center. So you would go there. As you can see, there's a lot of bridges to take you to the different parts of campus. Oh, I'm sorry. There's somebody behind me, like wondering why I'm going slow. But we have all these buildings, and like I said, this side of the campus to the left is the sports complex. So right here is the Welcome Center. This is really where you first want to go when you come to campus. You really want to come here, park your vehicle, let them know that you're here for a visit. To be honest with you, I bet if you come at any time, even during this special situation, they will get you where you need to go. So I'm just turning around. In fact, I know this is a dead end because Jonah and I yesterday rode those bicycles. But I wanted to get you to see. I wanted to be able to turn around to get you to see the sports complexes better. So over there are a lot of the sports complexes. There's the athletic field. I'm going to head over there anyway, but I just wanted you to see it. I know this video is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, and like I said, you get turned around, but you see this bridge right here, and you see the kids can go back and forward. There's an indoor track and an outdoor track because we've had some rain here. The outdoor track is kind of wet. There's still a couple students out there running. All right, let me get you to the LaHaye Ice Rink or Ice Center, I think is what it's called. All right, let me just come around here. And that's the chapel. All right, so once again, this is the Speakman, that's the name of it, the Speakman Parking Lot, where if you're coming here for college for a weekend, that's where you want to go. There's the bookstore it's connected to, and you can only get to it from the Speakman lot. That's one thing that kind of turned me around. I couldn't get into the bookstore, and so you have to go in through the Speakman lot. You can't come around this side and hop in. You actually have to go, and if you go round right, you'll go all the way around to all those other buildings we talked about. So if you want to go to the campus bookstore, go Speakman. And again, this is where we came from. Sorry, I should have let him go. But anyway, so that's where we came from, across the street. Oh, I should have let that student walk across, but I'm sorry, student. There's the stadium to our left, as you saw, one of two. I believe they have two stadiums. No, okay, so that's the big stadium. I just saw this huge stadium. So what's coming up? So straight ahead is the Ice Center. That's where the hockey team is. There's just a lot on this campus. Like I said, you can easily get turned around. They've added. Oh my goodness, this person is. Ooh, y'all just saw that. So there's a lot on this campus. I didn't even go up the hill. I don't know if you can see on the top of the hill over there is a big LU. That's what I think they call it, the monogram. So yeah, so that's the monogram on the hill. All right, so on our right was the LaHaye Center. On our left, I'm trying to remember what that is. Hold on a second. So I'll get to it in a second. So this is the Ice Center. That's where the hockey team is. And then to your left, there is what they call the student union, but it's also the athletic field, athletic weight room, all that kind of stuff, rock wall, whole bunch of stuff in there too. And what is this right here? I can't tell what this is. That might be the indoor track. I don't know. I can't tell. Let me look. What is this? I do not know. Let's see. Bookstore, East Campus. I don't know. Football stadium. Okay. Well, anyway, that's another indoor. It looks like a sporting thing. Looks like a sport center. Ouch. You didn't see that. Sorry. I hit a curb. I went over the curb and hit it. But yeah, so I'm trying to see what this building is to our left. So that's the that's the football practice field. So this says Liberty Football Center. So that must be indoor football. But anyway, this is the baseball stadium. And then you have, so they do have two stadiums, and that's the big stadium over there to our left. So you see they're getting ready for this game today, and there's stuff going on. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the video with just a simple tour of what we had. So let me turn the camera back to me. So much for going on this slight tour of the Liberty University campus. I really appreciate your attendance, your attention, and I hope you consider coming to visit, taking a tour. I personally like the campus. It's hard to get around at first, but you kind of figure your way around. But I encourage you to send your kids here to come visit. This is a really good place, really good Christian school. The professors are all top notch. They're almost all of them are at the highest degree they can have for their diploma degree. I guess you can call it the highest degree they can have for their degree. So, but yeah, again, just think about it. Consider coming out here. I'm considering. I think Jonah, like I said, might want to come here. So you might see a video a little bit later asking for donations to help get my son to Liberty. All right, so I'm just gonna come around here, and I'm going to park back at DeMoss, which is my favorite place to park. Like I said, I feel it's central to the campus, to the recreation center. The food, the student center. There's so many places to eat on this campus. Even the library the bookstore has a place. The library has a place. Oh yeah, that's why the red light wasn't letting me in. So I'm gonna see what they say or do. All right. Well, God bless you. You have a safe trip. See ya. Enjoy.